So in today's episode, I want to talk to you all about back problems. Now for years, probably a couple decades now, I have had a lot of back problems, or at least lower back problems. I have a slip disc or a bulging disc. I'm not really sure the correct terminology. But for years, since I was a little kid, I would slouch a lot. I would lay on the floor to watch TV, wear my wallet in my back pocket and stuff like that. And it kind of messed up my lower back, according to my chiropractor. So back in around, I think 2005, I had, my back went out. Really, it was really weird too, because I've always been, I'm not like a fitness guy, but I've always been fairly somewhat active. I, do stuff, this and that, I never really had any problems with my back. But around 2005, I was living in an apartment, and I had some pizza delivered to the door, and I went to the door to get the pizza, and he gave me the pizza, and I, set it on the coffee table that was right there by my front door. And when I went to get back up, I couldn't get back up. I was pretty much like a 90 degree. I was just bent over and I could not get back up. So, like most people, I went to the ER, and they're like, hey, ain't much we can do for you. Here's some, Advil or whatever, and or ibuprofen. And then I paid my $200 copay and was sent on my way. Well, my back was still out. I had to pretty much lay in bed for a week. A friend of mine who had been in a car accident a few years earlier told me about a chiropractor that would be able to help me, because it helped him. So I went to that chiropractor, and the first visit I was like, at least 70-80% better. And then I had to keep going back, to get healed the rest of the way. But he told me I had a bulging disc or slip disc. I forget what the terminology is, but ever since then, I have been very cautious on what I do with in relation to my back, because it won't take much. If I bend over at a certain angle, my back would go out like that, or the slip disc would hit that nerve and just inflame it, and it would cause me to be in severe pain. I had to go back to the chiropractor to get fixed again, and then just do the same thing over and over and over again, right? So that had been going on for years. And another thing I couldn't do was I couldn't stand for long periods of time. I could stand for maybe 30 minutes at the most, and then I'd have to sit down, because it was like I had to lubricate my back. I couldn't be in one position for too long. So yeah, that was not pleasant. It made it kind of hard to work. Sometimes I had to be on my feet longer than 30 minutes, and then my back would be really stiff and just hurting and inflamed and everything. And of course, I was still eating the poor diet, sad American diet. And, I just never was getting any better. And I had to keep going to the chiropractor, and, praise the chiropractor. He did really good in getting me, back on my feet and everything. But then, maybe a month or two later, I'm right back in the chiropractor office, because I forgot and bent over at a certain angle or what have you, and throw my back out, right? And so where am I going with this? I've been talking about carnivore for quite some time. Well, I noticed probably a week ago, I've been on the carnivore diet for about 8 months. And about a week, well, it's probably been about a week and a half, I went and had this, at work, I had this company come out to install a boiler, because our water heater had died. And I had to be out there while they're installing it. Well, it took them a good hour and a half to get that thing installed. And I stood out there the whole time. And I didn't even realize it either. But I stood out there the whole time. My back never hurt. When I got back inside and I sat down, I happened to think about it. I was out there for about an hour and a half. My back didn't hurt. And then I started kind of noticing over the past week and a half that I can actually do more now that I've ever done, and my back doesn't hurt at all. Used to, if I did any kind of strenuous activity or if I stood up longer than 30 minutes, my back would be twinged a little bit, and yeah, it was just not good. I mean, I'd feel it, for at least a day or two, and of course I have this incline table at home, which a lot of times I'll get on to work that out whenever I injure my back or I have to go to the chiropractor. I don't have to do that now. Well, at least so it seems. I mean, my back is feeling great. I don't know. I'm assuming maybe that the eating all this meat and stuff has strengthened my back muscles maybe somehow to compensate for the slip disc. I don't really know how it works. And who knows? Maybe it's just a fluke, and maybe I'll throw my back out in the next 5 minutes. Who really knows? But all I know is, yeah, my back don't hurt, and I can do things that I don't normally do. Like I can squat down and pick up stuff, which I never could do before because my knees were bad. Now I can do that with the carnivore diet. So a lot of people, kind of wonder, well, what is this carnivore diet doing for you? Well, these are the kind of things that I never could do before, and now all of a sudden I'm like, can do them again. So I can't say enough good things about the carnivore diet. It really has helped me out and help out my life. And if you haven't tried it yet, why don't you give it like a 30-day try or at least a 90-day try, and see how it does for you. Maybe you got some ailments that you want to get past. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you're diabetic or what have you. Look, the thing is that food is an extremely important part of your life, but not entertainment food. Food that you should eat to live on. And it's very important to put the right food in your body so therefore you can have a more vibrant life. I feel better than I have in many, many years. And I just can't say enough good things about it. But anyways, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but I just kind of wanted to put that out there. I really do enjoy this carnivore diet. And so with that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.